Andre Agassi lights up your screen next on ESPN. Agassi takes on Jan Siemerink of Holland. Hello and a friendly greeting, everybody. Cliff Drysdale. A Davis Cup weekend comprises 3 days, 5 matches. On the first day, the U.S. won both singles, lost the doubles yesterday, so it stands at 2-1 now. When you boil it all down, here's what happens. If Andre Agassi beats Jan Siemerink today in match 1, the U.S. is in the semifinals of this year's Davis Cup competition. Matches have been going on internationally this weekend. Down in Australia, the Australians took out the Czech Republic easily by 5-0. Italy in a big surprise over Spain by 3-1. And Sweden takes out South Africa by 3-2. So the draw looks like this. It is Italy and Sweden for a place in the final. Australia waiting in the semifinals for the winner of this match right here in California. Welcome now alongside me, please, Patrick McEnroe and Fred Stolle. And Fred, on Friday, Andre Agassi won his match, but did it answer any questions for you, really?
I think it got some rhythm back into his game, Cliff. I think he and Schalken, under the conditions, very windy conditions, played a good match. Toe-to-toe baseline rallies, I think, helped Agassi get into some rhythm with the ground strokes. Going into today's match, he's got to feel confident because over the years, his forte has been that return to serve against the serve and volleys. He likes to play against the serve and volleys. I think he's going to take Siemerink out today.
Also, Fred, I really think he likes his Davis Cup format. It's perfect for him, isn't it? As for Jan Siemerink, well, he had his chances. In fact, he had match point against Jim Courier and 2-0, but he went down. So he's probably not in a real good mood, Patrick.
No, it was really a devastating loss, I think, for Jan Siemerink the other day. He played as well as he possibly could play, serving well, getting into net, attacking Jim Courier. He gets the match point in the 4th set, and he comes up empty. And now what does he have to face? He's got to face Andre Agassi, who, as Fred mentioned, loves the return. He's going to put a lot of pressure on Jan Siemerink, and I think it's going to be a long day for the Dutchman today.
In the real estate business, they say it's location, location, location. Where it's Andre Agassi's concerned, it's focus, focus, focus. This is Davis Cup, and he should be focused.
Re-engineering results in a paradigm shift in the corporate matrix. Thus facilitating
Pretty close against Jim Courier. In fact, as we've already said, he had match points before this weekend started. We asked Andre Agassi about Jan Siemerink.
He likes to give you a target to look at. I've always enjoyed playing against players like that. Out here in the outdoor hard courts, when you got the sun, you got the wind, you got a few elements that can come into it. I don't think he has the foundation in his game to really merit a victory this weekend.
Reaction to that, Fred?
They're pretty strong statements, Cliff, but it gives you the frame of mind that Andre Agassi comes to Davis Cup competition with, and I just think that the way he played the other day, he's probably right.
Patrick?
Well, his foundation in his game brought him the match point against Courier. Can't be that bad, but I think this man, Jan Siemerink, in for a tough day today.
Siemerink to serve, best of 5 sets, first ball, the left-hander from Holland.
Agassi, 26 years of age and 165 pounds, lives in Las Vegas, been there, grew up there, started his tennis with his dad there. The ranking went down to 29, though, so that's when he first played Davis Cup. Career in Davis Cup is terrific, 22-4.
Well, Jan Siemerink has struggled this year to win matches on the tour, but obviously playing well against Jim Courier. There he is, six foot, pretty slight guy, very quick, moves around the court well. You can see he's ranked 22 in the world. That's not too bad. 5-5 in Davis Cup play.
His rankings can be a little confusing at times, can't they? That means he's ranked higher than Andre Agassi is at the moment.
Siemerink had a good year last year in the finals in New Haven.
He won Nottingham on draw.
Yep. Another final over in Europe indoors, I think in Vienna, where he lost to Becker.
Beat Kafelnikov and Ivanisevic in Stuttgart.
Very good indoor player. what Andre Agassi means when he says outdoors, when there's a few more elements that come into play. Maybe he's not quite as effective.
That's terrific. Andre Agassi is sending a message to Siemerink now. He's just going to pound the first serve or second serve if he gets a chance.
Well, this is the tactic that the top players over the years have used. The first couple of games, just let those returns rip every time. Send that message and make the guy stab at those volleys like Siemerink did there.
Game point.
And if you happen to miss a few of those volleys, then you get tentative as that match progresses.
One game to Jan Siemerink taking on Andre Agassi for the USA. The orange shirts represent the House of Orange. Orange is the color of Holland. Watching grass grow sound exciting, I think. 15-love Agassi with his first serve of the day. This is match number 4. U.S. leading 2 matches to 1. In the 5th and final match, Jim Courier would take on Sheng Shalkin in a rematch of their first round at the Australian Open.
Well, what happened in the other match that you talked about, Courier and Siemerink, was after Siemerink got up 2-0, Jim Courier decided to take something off his first serve, get the first serve in, high percentage of first serve, served about 75% the last 3 sets.
It is a beautiful day for tennis again today, Southern Cal. Seems to me like every time I come out here, it's like this. Couldn't be better. Say 10 to 15 mile an hour wind. I don't feel it yet. And this court is pretty well protected. Andre Agassi with an easy first serve game. It's 1 game all first set. This is best of 5. It all started on Friday. Agassi took out Sheng Shalkin in straight sets, but it was a close match. And then Courier took out Siemerink in a much closer match. Then Harhus and Elting took out Stock and Leach yesterday. So that's where we stand now. 2 matches to 1. USA leads. 3 is the magic number.
Pretty impressive first service game from Agassi. 2 aces. He won his opening serve to love. He's a great front runner, Agassi, and again just ripping that return right down the middle of the court, forcing the incoming volley to make that error.
Tom Gullickson says that he views the Davis Cup as the 5th major after the 4 Grand Slams. The most important thing in tennis after the Grand Slams, and I agree. Talked about this man, Stan Franker, earlier. He was telling me earlier how he had coached Thomas Muster some, and Muster, when he won the French championship, sent him a letter saying, you know, you were there when it all began. Thanks for kicking my butt, and signed it.
I think a lot of players feel that way, Cliff. And at the USTA dinner last night, Stan Franker said this is his last year. After 11 years, he's going to hang up his hat.
Man who's had some arguments with Jimmy Connors in the past. Jeremy Shales is in the chair for today's match. Tell you what, he is serving well, guys. He played, I mean, he served very well against Courier.
Really did, really mixed it up well, especially on the second serve. He had a lot of good second serves that just clipped the line. That did cost him it sometimes. Threw in some doubles.
Yeah, the doubles did.
Yeah.
They were.
But you know, for him to beat an Andre Agassi, he's going to have to give away a few doubles, isn't he?
I think so. He's going to have to take some chances, obviously, on serve. Because once they get into a rally from the baseline, Jan Siemerink's in a lot of trouble.
Toast.
I don't think he's going to be looking for too many baseline rallies, Siemerink.
Another big one down the middle. That's his second ace of the day. His second serve game of the day. 2 games to 1 on serve first set. Early stages. Best of 5, remember. Match 4 of the Davis Cup. Couple of aces in the first serve game for him. 2 doubles, as you said, in this one. 30-all.
I think the first set is a very important set for Agassi. I think he's got to win that first set because he has not played a lot of matches. Don't know how good a shape he's in physically. Oh, yeah. This is the strategy that Siemerink was talking about, and it's a pretty good chip return. He gets in. Watch this volley, though, the first volley. Great shot from Agassi. Good, crisp volley there. Agassi half volleys this one. Stands his ground, half volley, flick, cross court into the corner.
That goes long. It is 2 games all in the first set. Celebrating the 25th anniversary of Title IX, the Emmy Award-winning special Outside the Lines examines the issues surrounding the state of women's sports. Join host Bob Lee for Outside the Lines tomorrow night on ESPN 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You have the feeling about these Dutch boys that they don't take this tennis business for granted and that they are so happy to be a part of what is a great international tour. Jan Siemerink, for example, you checked his prize money winnings in his career, over $2.5 million. And
well, there's a lot of it out there now. If you win a couple of events on the major tour, you make those dollars, they add up in a hurry.
Andre Agassi doesn't even know how much he has, I'm sure.
Well, that's just tremendous power from Agassi on that pass. Not a bad volley from Siemerink. As you can see here, the return pretty high. Siemerink doesn't get it away from Agassi enough, and then just rips that forehand. Look how he's looking for the next shot, too. That's a great sign for Andre Agassi. Getting off the mark quickly.
As the serve that was so successful for Siemerink against Courier.
These two have played against each other 4 times. Jan Siemerink won in New Haven in '94, but let's tell that story, guys, because there was music played on changeovers and ATP experiment. Remember, and Agassi just hated it. So did Becker. Siemerink holds on. 3 games to 2, no breaks or serves.
That's this man Siemerink, as you heard him say in his when we spoke with him. He knows if he can get on top of Agassi.
Great shot.
That's a big overhead, but he knows that if he can get on top of Agassi, that maybe Agassi will get flustered a little bit, might not be able to come back and say as well as Jim Courier was able to. You know Jim Courier is going to hang in there till the end. And you think Agassi would probably do the same in Davis Cup, but that little psych that Siemerink could have, that could be an advantage.
That's why my comment, I think this first set is very important for Agassi because he is a good front runner. If he can get ahead, win the first set, get confident. If he loses it, though, and there's a few double faults creeping in, and one of the reasons for that, he knows that if he doesn't get a deep serve into Siemerink, Siemerink's going to chip and charge, come in behind it, then Agassi's got to make that passing shot under pressure.
It's a miss there. That's a mistake there from Agassi. We talked about the weather is great. There's not that much wind, and I think that actually favors Siemerink. You heard Agassi say Siemerink doesn't like the wind. There isn't any wind today.
Break point. of serve for Holland in the first set. A big surprise. I thought that Andre Agassi was going to come out firing. In fact, he did. He tried to, but Siemerink's is playing very well.
Well, the first couple of games, Agassi did come out returning serve, clouding that returner serve, banging it right down the middle of the court, trying to upset the volleying of Siemerink, but he has survived that, and a couple of chip charge shots now has put Agassi under pressure down the break.
Oh, that's just a clean return. What incredible timing from Andre Agassi. No one in the world can hit a return like this. Preparation and just racket speed off a big first serve.
You're going to break back. This is the time to do it. Immediately after you lose your service game, you've got to bear down, try and break back right away.
Double fault. And Andre Agassi loved 30 in this game. Jan Siemerink using an Andre Agassi tennis racket.
Think he scraped his name off it before the match, Cliff?
I would hope so.
Head radical. They both got the same racket.
Agassi, of course, on his own racket. That is a great shot. Now the USA have got 3 break points. It would just bother me, and I've said this before this weekend, to play against the guy using a racket with his name on it.
You see, Agassi's got that little rubber band at the bottom of the strings in his racket as he gets triple break point. That's a little dampener. Takes a little vibration away.
Agassi wants to call. He's not going to get it.
Folks, it's 30 all. It wasn't love 40. Excuse me. I said break points there. I miscalled the score. Watch this.
Well, it did look a little wide.
It did. 30 all.
It's 15-40. The scoreboard's wrong.
The scoreboard is wrong.
Yeah. I've got the score down here. I keep score. It's still break point. He had love 40. So the double fault at love 15.
The scoreboard still does not reflect that.
No. It's 30-40 now. The scoreboard's right now. Still wrong. I've got it around the other way. We're right now, though.
Of course we are, Fred.
Oh, big return from Agassi. Boys, you know, I hate to say it, but the scoreboard is right.
We are wrong. Because that backhand that Agassi hit at love 30 was just wide. That was out. All right, we're back to deuce now. We know it's deuce.
Double fault does give the U.S. another break point.
That's 2 double faults in this game for Siemerink. There's his Achilles heel the other day. He goes for that second serve, gets a little tight, throws in a double occasionally. That's another terrific volley because that was an explosive return. Can't complain about the return from Agassi there. Good pickup on the volley.
You're talking about that. I'm saying to myself, I hope we can't hear you because we're not that far from him because we've got this plexipave here in front of us. Game point Holland. Up a break, 4-2, first set. Agassi had a break point in this game. Not much you can do about that. The left-handed serve wide into the backhand side of Agassi. Holland win the game, 5-2, first set. Dutch won the doubles yesterday. That makes it 2 matches to 1 USA. It is best of 5, so if Agassi can beat Siemerink, the US will be in the semi-finals this year.
Got a tough job ahead right now to win the first set. Can afford to go for that big one at 30 love.
Yeah.
He's not going to do that if it's love 30, I wouldn't think.
Plane overhead. John Wayne Airport's about 10 minutes from here.
That's a well-executed chip and charge. That reminds me, that one, the way it was played, of Stefan Edberg. Got right behind that, knifed it, got the head of the racket through, and watch the way he comes through this ball as he makes that shot.
Game point. That's wide.
There it is again, and this time Siemerink just puts it right up the middle, but a lot of bite on that. Agassi now feeling the pressure.
The thing is, when you make that chip and charge off the back end, you have to put a bit of bite on it. It's not much good floating it and giving your opponent a choice of shots.
Agassi holds on. It is 5 games to 3 now. He has extended his win streak in Davis Cup. Played of 14 matches when he won on Friday and ended that 5 straight loss drought. He lost to Scott Draper. He lost to Mark Philippoussis. He lost to Javier Sanchez. He lost to Gustavo Kuerten. It has not been a good year for Andre Agassi. He also lost to Greg Ruzetsky in San Jose. So he hasn't won a tour match since the quarterfinals of the San Jose tournament. That was in February.
Yeah, it's just been a horrendous start for him this year.
That swinging serve, Patrick, from Siemerink is going out to Agassi's two-hander where we thought he would just get there. He's probably just a little bit slow, half a step slow and not quite getting out there.
And there's another one, and Agassi doesn't like this call.
Dirty love.
There's already 7 aces for Siemerink, guys. And he's not a guy who hits a lot of aces. He relies on his placement of the serve, not the power. And here you see a good look at the extension and how quickly he gets into the net. And that ball looked good. There's another one. And now he's going to overrule that. Now the guy's overruling it.
Agassi could.
Siemerink doesn't know though.
Second service, please. He called fault, corrected it. I overruled to fault. Second service, please.
And Agassi's pointing to the ball that was in. Yeah.
Thank you. First service.
First service now.
They'll play 2.
You said the ball was out. I'm sorry, he walked in.
Let's listen.
I know.
Second service.
Second service.
Jeremy Shaw changed his mind. He gave him 2. Now he's giving him 1.
And Stan Franker is up there. There's not a... Franker, the captain of the Dutch team, having a little disagreement with...
Remember that point, because that could be a big one. Instead of 40 love and 3 set points. It's 15. It's 30-15.
Well, Agassi said to Jeremy Shelley, he says, I'm not out here to call the ball. So he tried to call a couple earlier, though. And influenced the linesman.
30-all.
It's a good serve and a cracking return from Agassi. Again, low down. You can't keep making those volleys under pressure. It's tough. Now we've got a second serve after a disagreement that could have given him 3 set points. Plays with your mind a little bit. And it did. It's on his mind, a double fault. Boy.
So right about that, Fred, because as Cliff pointed out, Siemerink didn't even know that the call went against him, and you think you got set points, you got to totally regroup, refocus.
Break point now. That was, help me out here, Fred, the second break point of the set for Agassi.
Agassi's had 1 break point on Siemerink's serve, yeah.
That was the second.
And a gutsy second serve from Siemerink there, too.
Deuce. This serve has been so important for Siemerink. I mean, you know, Patrick, I'm interested in what you said there, that the guy is sort of just, he's not known for serving aces. Well, he is really serving.
Yeah, there you see it again. You know, he's got such a quick action. And here you see what he does so well. He moves in so quickly. Very athletic player.
Set point.
Hasn't got a first serve in the last 5 or 6 swings.
Not much difference between the first and second serve. No. It doesn't take much off it. He just bangs 2 of them. Good return. Deuce.
Such a guessing game, too, for Siemerink, because Agassi returns so well off both sides. You can't let him get a read on your serve.
Oh, that's a good serve there. Agassi looking for that one down the middle. We talked about that serve the other day. He hits that serve, I think, as well as anybody, except maybe Ivanisevic.
There's the set for Holland. First set, 6 games to 3. Jan Siemerink in a big surprise over Andre Agassi of the USA. Funny line stuff.
He's trying for the Jim Courier tactic there. I didn't see the stare down, though, after that, like Courier did the other day. Courier getting so frustrated because Siemerink so quick at net, quick hands, and Agassi says, I'm going to go right at you. And look at Siemerink defending and rips this one again. Trying to send that message.
It is 1 game to love USA in the second set, but surprisingly, Holland won the first. Yeah.
4th double fault from Siemerink, 9 aces.
Again, that quickness from Siemerink pays off there because he is able to get that first volley not quite as low as a lot of players, as most players would, and push it back deep.
Pushed it deep. That was the success of it, wasn't it? Agassi way behind the baseline trying to make it an attempt at a pass.
And that's the kind of thing that can frustrate a returner like Agassi, because you hit a good return and you see the guy get in that quickly and make a good volley, and then that forces you to maybe go for a little bit more on the return and make an error like he just did.
Good serve from Siemerink there into the body.
Siemerink holds on. It is 1 game all in the second set. The orange-shirted Dutch fans are about 40 of them, and they are mainly college students from the Netherlands. They have been very loud.
They've been loud, but they haven't been obnoxious. They've got a leader of the pack that has a whistle, that blows a whistle, and they quieten down as the point starts.
You know, it must be nice for the Dutch players to have those guys up there.
Oh, terrific. That's what makes Davis Cup what it is, I think.
The Dutch Federation pays for half of their trip over here.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they're professional. A lot of them are professional cheerleaders.
Professional fans.
Yeah, professional fans, and they go. That's why, as Cliff mentioned, the students. I think they sort of rotate them around to give them a look at different countries.
It's a pretty good gig.
Yeah.
Very low.
So what do you do? Well, I'm a professional cheerleader. I get around, have a look at all these sports all around the world.
40 low, USA.
That's a good second serve from Agassi. That one had a little more stick on it, a little kick.
Got it.
Well, Agassi just laughed at that one because he was about ready to walk. As soon as he saw Siemerink try a topspin backhand, he doesn't believe that Siemerink can play this shot too much. Look at Agassi. He doesn't even move, and it's right in the corner.
Textbook swing on that one, wasn't it? Now a double fault, and it's still game point USA, 40-30 fault. Thought about it and then decided against helping him out. It bounces wide and Andre Agassi wins the game. It's USA 2, Holland 1 in the second set. But Holland won the first set. Agassi has not broken serve yet. He'll try again after this.
Dude, you're gonna love this, man. He's got like every virtual game you could think of. Yo, dude, what's the coolest thing you got, man?
Coolest?
That would be virtual entree.
I'm virtual Andre. My serve. 15 low. My serve. Out.
Out?
30 low.
That ball's clearly in.
Next. Point.
Sample?
Next game.
Clean up in electronics.
Highlights of the first set, Andre Agassi and Jan Siemerink. Siemerink breaking serve right there. It was only one break of serve that the Dutch needed. A very controversial call right here where Agassi turned around. He thought that he had 3 set points against him. Eventually there was a set point won by Siemerink, and Holland lead by 1 set to 9.
Great that this match has come down to the final day. Often you have 3 matches to love, and then the final day, a little bit of a letdown. Not so today. If the Dutch can get through this one, we'll see a 5th and deciding match, and that always gets the crowd on the move. That's double digits now, 10 aces.
He goes down the line so well off that backhand side. That time, he whipped it cross court, and Siemerink wasn't near it. What?
Siemerink's got to suffer a few of these, though. He's got to keep his game plan where it is. Agassi this time under pressure makes that one. You can see Siemerink edging to look at the one down the line. Look at the preparation. Plants that front foot, steadies himself. Beautiful.
Siemerink comes right back with another solid first. Used that one out wide in the deuce court so well. So Agassi now has got to cover that a little bit, and then he opens up the middle for him.
Very difficult serve to pick because of the short ball toss.
The serve has been so important for Jan Siemerink. Just take a look at where he gets all this power from. Now you see how the weight transfers forward. Now he throws the ball up there, but there when he makes contact, he's off of the ground by nearly a foot. And he's also leaning into the court. It has been a tremendous weapon for him. 30 all in this game. Game point, the Netherlands.
The reason I think he has problems on the second serve is the fact that he plays the ball back. There's a nice volley into the corner. Again, good depth. Agassi can't get ready to make a passing shot. He's on the defensive on that shot. Watch what Siemerink does with his ball toss hand. He goes all the way back, then has to throw it forward in an arc motion. It just doesn't go straight up. So then if he has to catch that and hit it in the perfect spot every time.
Again, right into the body, and this is deuce. But the fact is, Fred, that he doesn't throw the ball up very high. No. It's not that. That's what helps him a little bit.
Well, Agassi again, a little left court. Good reaction from Siemerink there, and gets 2 hands on it. He rips it right at him.
Body line stuff.
You didn't mind when someone did that to you, though, Fred.
I used to quite like that. If I could get somebody to whack balls at you when you're there and had easy shots, try to intimidate you, that also gives you the feeling, hey, I've got this guy worried. If he's got to start body line tactics there when he can hit the ball for a winner, then you got to have him a little bit worried.
Siemerink hasn't been broken yet.
I think that's the case right here. I think Agassi is a little bit perplexed at the way Siemerink has played this match so far.
Very similar to the first couple of sets on Friday.
Yep. And also, I think a bit of a worry for the American team is that, Agassi hasn't really played many long points to try to wear Siemerink down, which I think Courier did.
change of tactics from Agassi, so he's obviously been told to try and work this man around, because he hit about 7 or 8 forehands with a lot of topspin. Didn't go for the winner until he got the backhand that he wanted.
Pretty much can win the points from the baseline. We know that, but this is something that you got to try to do to wear Siemerink down, because it takes a lot of energy to serve and volley first and second serve in a 5-set match. And Siemerink definitely got a little bit tired in that match against Courier. This is a tactic to take a little something out of him.
40 love USA. I want to remind you that you two were saying earlier that it is Andre Agassi who is more likely to get worn down than Siemerink. Double fault. 40-50.
Although the way the match is going, I'm not so sure that I think that'll happen to Agassi, because there aren't, and when they do have rallies, he barely has to move in this type of match, because Siemerink can't move him around much in the rally.
Well, the other thing you said earlier, this is Davis Cup. I think Agassi is going to give it everything that he has got and then some to try to win this match, no matter what set we're in. 3-2 USA on serve, second set. 1 set down. Look back to a Davis Cup moment for Andre Agassi when the USA took on Sweden in his hometown of Las Vegas. Agassi spent a lot of the time watching from the sidelines with an injured shoulder. Todd Martin replaced Agassi in the singles and came up with a big win. And Todd Martin is here supporting the team again.
Yeah, Todd just had an operation on his elbow about 4 weeks ago. He's hoping to come back just before Wimbledon.
Agassi had won his first singles match in that Las Vegas weekend. And then the US, as I remember, lost the doubles. And then Todd Martin won the match for them on the first match of the third day. This is the first match of the third day here. The US up 2 matches to 1. Same story.
That's what we thought would happen with Agassi and this man Siemerink. That two-fisted backhand.
That is what I thought.
Right in the slot, and he does it here. Look, but he doesn't have to stretch. There's only 1 step, and he's there. When Siemerink can move him at 2 or 3 steps out there, that's when it's become difficult for him.
I really, Fred, thought that he was going to be able to hit a lot more of those kinds of returns than he has been able to.
Well, we haven't seen Siemerink serve that many aces in matches, have we?
No. 15-30.
Opportunity now. That's his 6th double fault.
Agassi's had 2 break points in the match so far. That's out.
Just missed long, that one. Siemerink continuing to go for the second serve because he has to. And also doesn't allow Agassi to get into a rhythm. You say, well, should he just make his second serve? I don't think so, because Agassi will really start ripping the returns consistently. It's almost better for Siemerink to lose a point with a double than with a win and return from Agassi.
Keeps coming up with those jab volleys again. An unbelievable return from Agassi, but that slice on that there, just as it hits the court, watch what happens to this volley. There's the slice on it, just a little bit there, and it skids. Watch Agassi. There, now he's got to reach for it. See, he had to reach forward on that one. He was not in position because of the volley.
Oh, had a good chance to make that pass and failed. Game Netherlands 3 games all in the second set. More tennis next weekend on ESPN, Amelia Island for the Bausch & Lomb Championships. 2 days of coverage, Saturday and Sunday. Tune in 12 noon Eastern Time. Monica Seles, Jennifer Capriati among the headliners there. Beautiful, beautiful spot. on the east coast of the United States, about as far away from the mainland as you can get from where we are.
This is danger for Agassi right now, because you saw in that last game a little frustration from Agassi with a couple of easy looks at passes. And you're right, Fred. I think his footwork was a little suspect on a couple of those passing shots. That's a sign of his shaky confidence.
Love 15.
That's where he's had problems this year, has been the choice of shots and the confidence in making that shot that he normally just would play and go for. So now a big opportunity here for the Netherlands.
Love 30.
Thank you.
Bobby.
That's a great approach shot from Siemerink. That slice deep into the corner. There's Agassi's career. His first 7 matches he won, then the next 6. And then the last 14. Had a bit of a slump in Davis Cup, but now 3 break points.
Saves 1. You mean a little slump in tournament play, Fred? No slump in Davis Cup.
Well, that was his second 6. He won his first 7, then he was 2 and 4 in his next 6. So he lost a few there and then came in with 14 on the trot. And now he's trying to extend that here.
But in trouble, down a break, down a set. 3 games all, 15-40. Siemerink's broken once. He's had 2 chances. I tell you that Jan Siemerink is playing beautifully. When he stays back, he is not intimidated by the ground strokes of Andre Agassi. And when he comes in, Agassi has not found the timing on the passing shots yet. Will he? He'll have to soon. He's in trouble. Agassi's in trouble in this match. Down a break in the second. He's had trouble all year long, as a matter of fact, and we talked to him about turning his game around.
I think I certainly got a long road ahead of me. There's no question about that, but it's nothing I haven't been expecting. A little bit more of a struggle than I would have liked, so I don't expect it all to turn around in just one match. However, the first step is crucial, and I feel like I've been working so hard, and my game is really, all my shots are right in line, and it's just a question of getting it all to come together at the right time, and I can't think of a better time than this weekend.
He won his first match in straight sets, but he's in trouble now. Love 15. Make that 15 love, now 30 love in this game. But Agassi is down a break and down a set.
Siemerink started off that game with another ace. That's 12 aces for him. He's just looking so smooth on serve today.
Well, if you can get that first serve in and get the angle there, Agassi just can't get a crack at that shot. Siemerink, watch this. He gets it out wide enough, and all he's got to do is make that high volley. He can make those all day from shoulder height.
He's also been making them from down low.
Yep.
That's why he's been able to play so well this weekend. Digging volleys out.
40-30.
Agassi's coming up with some great shots, but Siemerink's sticking to that game plan, saying, hey, if you got to hit a few more of those if you want to win it.
Yep, he's going to have to hit a lot more returns like this one. And not a bad volley. Agassi rips this. But he's forcing Agassi to keep coming up with those passing shots. So far, he hasn't been able to do it consistently enough.
Another one, body line return a serve, and Siemerink could not get out of the way of that now. He's got very good reflexes with the net.
Well, that one was coming straight at the body again. Agassi ripping them again straight at him.
He's no kid. He's 26 years old.
Keeps coming back, though.
It is 5 games to 3 and 1 set to none. Break a serve for Holland in the second set. Jan Siemerink, as I said, 26 years old, and his record looks like this. It is 174, 165. He won Nottingham over Sandenstolly in the final last year. He's been ranked number 15 in the world. Compare that with Andre Agassi at number 1 in the world, and his prize money is solid, but no comparison with Agassi.
He's ranked higher than Agassi right now, but you went over some of his results last year, the final. I mean, he's beaten Kafelnikov, he's beaten Enquist. But he's certainly not intimidated by the top players.
Agassi's prize money for the record is over 13 million.
Continuing to keep the pressure on. Look at Agassi's got a half volley that. Siemerink all over the net.
I don't know if you qualify that as an unforced error or not. Maybe I'm missing something, but Siemerink is playing very solidly here. He's not missing a thing. Just over 1 hour old, this match. Just over an hour old, friends, and we are 2 points from a 2-set deficit. Brad Gilbert watching. He spent the weekend here, and he's Andre Agassi's coach.
He's got to be worried now. 6 double faults for Agassi now.
Bad first serve right there in the middle of the net.
And a double fault, and this means 2 set points for Holland.
So a routine 2-set lead. I mean, Siemerink is a 6-3, 6-3 lead. Agassi not even in the match right now.
He served 7 double faults. Well, you can say what you like about Andre Agassi's game, but Jan Siemerink has played perfectly so far. Very few unforced errors. He has served brilliantly. His strategy has been right on the money. Will he be able to do it for a 3rd set? We'll find out. Andre Agassi, who has lost to Siemerink, but only once in New Haven in '94, beaten him twice, including in the US Open last year, easily 6-4, 6-2, 7-6. Would be 2 sets down in a Davis Cup tie.
Cliff, I think the only thing Agassi's got going now that can turn this around is if Siemerink reaches the stage where he thinks that he can win this match. He hasn't quite got there yet. He's 2 sets to love. But if he does the same thing as he did against Courier the other day and gets a little tentative, that may be the opening that Agassi needs. But he has not shown any of those habits as yet. He's just pouring in, going in with what's got him there.
And you made a point earlier, Fred, that Siemerink kept coming back, and I think that's been the key. He hasn't let Agassi string a couple big shots together to get some excitement from the crowd also and to get his emotions going. Agassi's made one good return, but then Siemerink comes right back.
Now, he made that passing shot, but he hasn't made enough of those.
Well, that's where Siemerink's just got to keep going, doing what he's doing. Even if he loses a break of serve here, he has to keep that game plan, because if he starts to think and get a little bit tentative, that's the opportunity that Agassi's got to be able to grasp.
Wait, please.
Good serve right into the body. As we just talked about, he keeps coming back.
Yep.
15, 30 second serve. Smacks it, turns it into the body. 30 all. Oh, brilliant. Oh.
Well, Fred, that's what Agassi's going to have to do. He's going to have to raise his game. You can't expect Siemerink to start missing. And he does on that pass. That was a tough pass, and he rifled it up the line, so he's got a little sniff here.
Third break point of the day. He hasn't broken yet. Third break point of the day for Agassi, of course. Agassi gets the break. First game of the third set, but he's down by 2-0. This is a magic moment in Davis Cup, folks. Andre Agassi in serious trouble. He just got the break. If Agassi loses this match, you can watch the final match of the weekend, the fifth and deciding one between Courier and Sheng Xiaoquan at 12:30 a.m. That's 9:30 Pacific time. Here, that'll be on ESPN 2.
On the opening day, after Courier led, was down 2-0 and then broke back in the third, I felt that he might get out of that and win it in 5. I don't have those same sort of vibes today.
You don't have that positive USA vibe right now, Fred?
No.
To keep coming up with passing shots all the time against the guy who's making good approaches, and he's making very few unforced errors. But this crowd of 5,200, it's sold out, has been all weekend, will start to become a force behind Agassi in the match if he continues along this vein. He's got the break and then held. It's 2 games to love, but he's down by 2 sets.
Right now, he needs all the support he can get, and you know what Davis Cup is like. It's worth a point a game if you can get the crowd going for you. They've been relatively quiet up till now. They're stunned, as we are.
These pictures are going live to Holland. You can bet there are more than a few people interested in this match. It's prime time evening now.
I was talking to the gentleman that does their telecast with, and they've covered every ball struck here live back to Holland. Fantastic. Trouble today, he said, though, because today's football day.
That's tough.
15
aces now for Siemerink. Coming back after the double on the first point. You love to see when you're a returner, when you make the return and force the incoming volleyer to miss the volley. It gives you a lot of confidence.
That's 16 aces.
Agassi's just dumbfounded over there. He can't believe it. I mean, that's right in the corner.
We're getting a lot of lines judges in the stands.
Yeah.
Agassi wanted to be one of them. He went over and had a quiet chat to the lines judge that's calling the service line after he blisters this. There he goes. He walks over after the forehand. Chats to the linesman. It wasn't kind words either.
I wonder if he was asking him out to dinner tonight or something.
Well, this is what we expected this match to be like at the start, with Agassi ripping returns like this one.
A pretty good wide serve, Fred, and Agassi gets out there, only, not quite wide enough, and look how he gets that cross court. Clean winner. Someone said watch the footfall in the crowd, and not a real gentlemanly comment. That's why Siemerink's going to talk to the umpire about it.
Yeah, that stuff is unnecessary. He does take a no calling out between first and second serve. Thank you.
Yeah. He does take a big step before he serves. That's a shot that Agassi should have made. It was really in his hitting zone, and he missed it. But he has the break in the third set, down 2-0. Highlights of the second set. Andre Agassi broken here at 4-3 in the second set. Take a look at that. Siemerink, as a matter of fact, throughout the set, attacked beautifully. Here's another look. The chip and charge play. And Siemerink holds on here now. Set point. Siemerink watches that one sail, and the Netherlands lead the USA by 2-0. Back now to action in the third set, 2-1. Agassi with the break, 15-all in this game.
Big turn from Siemerink there, forehand winner. I don't see too many clean winners off the return from him, but everything going right.
Oh, what a shot from Agassi, beautiful.
Well, that was good setup by a good serve. He hasn't been getting great angles on the serve today. Usually that's something Andre Agassi does to pull the opponent out of court. And that time he did it.
I like that play, too.
Yeah, certainly Courier used that very well, coming into Siemerink's backhand. And Siemerink basically cannot pass off the backhand side. And Courier used that to his advantage as the match went on Friday.
Agassi maintains the break, 3-1 in the third. The NHL playoffs are around the corner, and ESPN2 has what could be a playoff preview tomorrow night from Madison Square Garden. The Rangers take on the Flyers. Action begins on the Deuce, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. 1-3, third set. But Siemerink is up by 2-0.
Agassi's starting to see the ball a little better on the return now. He's got to do it for 3 sets, though. That's the trouble. That one not quite where Siemerink wanted it.
Didn't quite have as much zip on that second. Let's see if he goes for a little more on this one.
Well, that's the point where, you know, when you're in Siemerink's shoes and you're playing against somebody that's a former #1, and you get to the point, particularly Davis Cup play, and you think, I can win this one. And then you start to think about that. Sometimes take a little bit off your game. Oh, that's solid stuff. That's good solid stuff.
Is that what's happening, Fred, you think?
I think it often happens, Cliff. You know, Agassi's lifted his game a little bit, but if Siemerink's serve goes off just a fraction, that may be what Agassi needs.
50% on the first serve, actually not that high, but he's going for aces.
That's a great shot. It's very deep.
The point you're making, Fred, is that Siemerink's got to stick with his game plan, even as he senses that he can win the match. Does that right here. Look at that. Look how deep that is, and Agassi just goes on a weak lob.
It's a classic matchup here. The serve of Siemerink versus the return of Agassi, and so far Siemerink has had the plus. Break point for an insurance break in the third set for Agassi.
Well, and Andre really trying to fire himself up here. He heard him say, come on, after that. Captain Gullickson looking on. He'd love to get one more break. And let him a little breathing room. Give him a chance to relax a little bit. Get into the fourth set. Good numbers for Agassi on the break points.
Saves another break point, and it is deuce.
That return just up a little too high. It was a good look at a second serve, just what Agassi wanted. But again, a good closing volley from Siemerink.
Right into the body, and as hard as he's hitting it, there's no topspin on that shot. I mean, slicing it in.
Yep, and you have to hit it with a lot of pace when you go into the body. So Agassi doesn't have time to get around it. Take just a little bit off it. Agassi will be able to rip it.
Game point Holland, second serve. So the Dutchman holds serve, but down a break, 3-2. He survived a break point there for Agassi. 2 sets to the Netherlands, 3-2 USA, and Agassi will serve after this. They are watching, and you are watching, Andre Agassi and Jan Siemerink. Agassi for the USA, Jan Siemerink for Holland. Quarterfinal round of the Davis Cup. This is day 3, match 1.
Slice right there, Cliff. Siemerink keeps that low. See, Agassi just couldn't quite get under it there. As Fred mentioned earlier, though, you really got to zip that slice. Otherwise, it sits up there and you'll be on the run.
Great shot from Agassi. This is a big game here because he had chances in the last game to get the break and failed sometimes.
Well, here's what Andre does that he hasn't been doing throughout the match. He steps in and takes it earlier. See how he's inside the baseline? Hasn't done that often today.
That sails. I was going to say sometimes leads to a little letdown for Agassi, but he's ahead now, 30-15 in this game. 30-15. With the Palisades Tennis Club in Newport Beach, California. The winner of this match, if it's Andre Agassi, will take the U.S. into the semifinals of the competition for this year to play against Australia.
And we predict that's going to be on clay.
Yeah. Game point, USA.
Just a little bit coming off that approach. Not his zip that he had on some of them earlier. What's this one? It just floats. And Agassi has a chance to set up. This one doesn't bite the court. Agassi sets up and he's got time to whip that one with heavy topspin cross court. Spate of double faults for him. I don't think I've seen him serve 8 double faults in a match before.
Game point. So Agassi holds on with a little bit of help from Siemerink there on that approach shot that just clips the tape. USA 4, Netherlands 2, but Netherlands 2 sets to none. On day 1, Agassi over Schalken in straight sets, but close. Jim Courier came back from 2 sets down and beat Jan Siemerink. Yesterday, Hauhaus and Elting won the doubles over Stark and Leach. So it's 2 matches to 1. 5 in all.
Second serve from Siemerink there. His first serve percentage not that high today, but his second serve has been effective. Agassi, 64%. I thought he'd be a little bit higher. Try to take something off the first serve, maybe up around 75-80. Of course, when Siemerink gets a chance to see the second serve, that's when he's done his damage.
That's probably the hardest forehand we've seen hit today. Or maybe one of the body lines is a bit harder.
Called ace. Some boos from the crowd, but the call goes against the USA.
There's that one that Siemerink's been hitting so well today, out wide in the deuce court.
Yeah, you might be right.
Pretty tight there.
A lot of aces for Siemerink.
That is. I mean, that's the most surprising thing to me so far is the way he serves so consistently and so many aces. That's frustrating, Agassi. Yeah.
Sampras-like, isn't it? Or Philippoussis.
Holland hold on, but it is USA that has the break in the third set. Agassi will serve on the other side of this commercial break for you. 2 sets to the Netherlands. 4-3 USA. This crowd is enjoying this Davis Cup day very much. Perfect weather here in Newport Beach. Jan Siemerink over Andre Agassi in the first 2 sets, but he's down a break.
I was talking about with Andre Agassi's serve, if he gets the first serve in, probably win a lot of points like Jim Courier did the other day, and he has. He's won 80% of those points, but look at the second serve points won. That's what's killing him, 35%. If he gets the percentage of first serve points up. I mean, the percentage of the first serve in, I think that he's going to win a lot more points and put more pressure on Siemerink.
Well, Siemerink's been able to put the pressure on the second serve by coming in and saying to Agassi, well, you got to make it. Agassi in trouble here, love 30.
Don't see many of those missed hits from Siemerink, at least not this weekend.
Now Agassi's got to say to himself, should I go for a big serve? Should I spin it in here? Big, big point. Winners from Siemerink, most of those hit the net, and with the serve, a few more unforced errors, as we expect that. But Agassi, that's a lot, 17 for him.
Shows it's been a pretty well played match, though. A lot more winners than unforced errors, and that's the indicator.
That miss.
Agassi willed that one out because Siemerink was all over that volley. He bluffed the approach shot. This approach is a bluff. It's sitting up high. Agassi's got plenty of time to rip it, but Siemerink guesses right. He's right there, just long.
That's a brilliant point. You know, Agassi was having a go at Siemerink's backhand when Siemerink was playing against Courier. But the truth is that he doesn't give you much to hit. That slice.
The slice, and it's Agassi's got to play a little bit of a different shot off that than if it's a topspin shot.
Tight shot there. You can see Agassi second-guessing himself as he was getting ready to hit that. You know, he didn't want to come in after that, Cliff.
Yeah, don't you think it's easier for him to hit when the ball's coming to him, not a little topspin? You know, this thing here, standing up, a little bit of backspin on it. He should have made that.
He's got to generate his own pace then.
Break point. Pretty dismal effort at the passing shot there, and Agassi just has not been able somehow to take advantage of what is perceived by them to be the weakness, and it is.
Well, he's got to. He waited till break point to do it there, but he should be doing that a lot more.
Agassi just let Siemerink know, oh, no, just a little bit out, just a little bit out.
Yeah, didn't he say earlier to the umpire that he doesn't call the balls? Look.
Game point. So the USA behind Andre Agassi's serve, hold on, and it is 5-3 in the third set. First two sets to Holland. Both captains are standing up.
Yeah. What an important game for Agassi there.
good. Agassi has had a brilliant career. He's won every Grand Slam except the French Championships, and he's played that twice in the final.
Doesn't Siemerink just have such great anticipation up in net, reading the passing shots, and look at him on top of the net there.
He looks like a serve and volley, doesn't he? You get some guys that play serve and volley, and you think, well, yeah, it's an effort for them to do that. He looks as though he's just born to be a serve and volleyer.
That sails. 15-30.
Agassi would like to break here just to have that opening service game of set number 4. I think it's important when you get to the tight situation that you serve first in a set. It's always that game in front then. Brad Gilbert's young son, Zach.
Now set points for Agassi at 3-5. 15-40. 15-40. Set point.
Siemerink's not going to give this set away just yet.
Well, he'd like to serve first in set number 4, too.
He wouldn't mind getting back in this set either.
Yeah. That's a good second serve.
Billy Siemerink has had a terrible year this year on tour. Started out in Doha losing to a guy by the name of Tamer El Sawi, and it didn't get much better. He won only 2 matches and lost 8.
He's still ranked 22.
Yeah, because he had such a good year last year.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's kind of a streaky guy. He's done that a lot over his career. Lose a bunch of matches, then all of a sudden string a few together and get to the finals of a pretty big tournament. Agassi seeing the ball on that one, taking it early.
The big one you're talking about, New Haven last year, of course.
Right, finals in New Haven. Finals in Vienna. Becker beat him there. Back to deuce.
My point is, how can a guy who plays so well only win 2 matches all year on the tour? He's played brilliantly this weekend. But here, a chance for the USA, another set point.
3rd set point in this game. Now that, when Agassi is sharp, that's a gimme. A brilliant return here, and he sets up this one. Just hesitates again, not quite balanced when he hits that. You can see the hesitation right at the back of the swing there, and he's pretty upset with himself. An opportunity lost. Oh, yeah.
Just makes it look so easy when he gets on the return. Andre Agassi, just easy, smooth, little movement. turns the hips a little bit and just meets that right in front. 4 set point.
He walks away from that one because it was an intentional scoop. And so Agassi wins the 3rd set. It's now 2-1. This is the 4th match of this Davis Cup weekend. The U.S. lead by 2 matches to 1. If Andre Agassi wins this match, the U.S. is in the semifinal to take on Australia. This upcoming set is very, very valuable.
Hi, I'm Andre Agassi. Welcome back to the Davis Cup on ESPN.
Agassi serving now. He is down 2-1 on day 4. He won his first match against Shing Schalken, the 20-year-old Dutchman, in straight sets on Friday. Love 15. That is a great shot. I can't tell you how important these moments are, because if he can consolidate what he did there in the 3rd set, then he could run away with this match.
Well, definitely. Here's a great little flick. Look, he just takes 1 step. That's just great racket control, great feel. Was not on balance for that shot.
Well, the other positive thing that can happen for Agassi in the USA, if Agassi gets an early break in this set, is that Siemerink then starts to think, hey, I led 2 sets to love the other day. Then I lost the 3rd, and then I'm down, and I lost the match. And then he starts to think about that match. And believe me, he will if Agassi gets a break.
The flip side to all of that is that if Agassi loses a break in the early stages, he's in serious trouble. Big point. That is a great topspin lob from Agassi.
That's the first time he's tried that off the chip and charge. He's been trying to make passing shots up until this day. This is a brilliant chip shot. Toughest shot out of the repertoire of Agassi to make, and he gets the topspin lob up there. First time he's attempted that one, and it worked.
30-all. That is a beautiful shot. That time, he really measured the backhand down the line perfectly.
Well, Agassi coming up with the goods on a couple huge points early in the 4th. Siemerink sets his point up well. That's a great slice right there. See, it brings Agassi out of court. Siemerink cuts the court off, tries to get in quick. Agassi finds that opening. Siemerink thought he was going cross court.
Did he get it?
No, not goal wide.
It's deuce. A beautifully played. Why is Agassi not trying to attack the backhand side and come into the net?
Well, I don't think Agassi likes to get into the net, Cliff. He likes a target, and he's just starting to pick the game up here a bit now. Starting to make a few of those shots. If he makes a few more, he'll get a break in this set.
That is out. Game point USA.
Well, I think that's what he should be doing a little bit more, going to Siemerink's forehand, because then he gets the high ball. That's what Courier did very well. And I spoke to Tom Gullickson last night, and he said, yeah, we decided, don't go specifically and only to the backhand. Move it around, because Siemerink's not going to hurt these guys with the forehand.
Drop volley for the winner, which is a good play from Agassi as he does come in behind the approach on the backhand side of Siemerink. It is 1 game to love USA. It is 2-1 for the Netherlands. 2 sets to 1 for the Netherlands, 1 game to love USA. Just a reminder, Courier and Schalken will play match number 5, and you can watch that on ESPN2 at 12:30 Eastern Time, 9:30 out here on the West Gate. That is if it's the deciding match.
Good close there by Siemerink. He's just got to steady himself now and get that serve in the right spot. The first 2 sets, it was pinpoint accuracy on the serve, followed up by some brilliant volleying. Agassi saying that she was unsighted. The line's judge. Jeremy Shales calling it good. Pretty tough one to call from where we are on the replay. Shales saw it good, that's all that matters.
$30-15.
A big miss there. A high volley from Siemerink. Missed one of those important stages against Courier the other day that cost him dearly. See what happens here.
Well, yeah, you could see Agassi going towards the middle of the court, looking for the slider up the middle. And Siemerink able to connect that wide one again.
If Agassi loses today, it will not be because he dogged it. He's really giving it
he is in the moment, and he's starting to hit shots like this a little better. He's giving them a little more air. He's starting to make them now. A bit of a jog after that one. Back at deuce.
Now, a big point for the USA. Break point for Agassi.
These are the stages where somebody like Siemerink can start to doubt what's going on and start to think back to the first match on Friday against Courier. Good solid volley. Stan Franker up out of his chair after that one, trying to encourage his man. Say, hey, you've won the first 2 sets. You're still in the driver's seat in this match. Don't get discouraged. What's more important, don't change your game plan.
That is called long. It was close. And there's another break point for Agassi.
Agassi really talking to himself now, firing himself up, taking the return early this time. And that's enough to just cause Siemerink to push it long, and look at his reaction. Siemerink saying, not again, Fred.
That was very close, that one.
He wasn't going to have a long point on that one.
No, he just wanted to go for that. Would have been a little smarter to just make the return on break point because the pressure's starting to mount on Siemerink. That's Andre Agassi's style, you know. Sometimes he sees it, he gets confident, and he goes for it.
Double fault, and now Agassi another chance.
The mental pressures now are starting to build with Siemerink.
He's served 9 double faults so far.
Two of 13, Agassi. Not good. Another chance here, though.
You got to hand it to Siemerink. He's staying with his game plan.
Boy, that was a good volley, that last one. It just floated and floated.
And Agassi having so many chances to break. It's just a frustrated shot right there. He hit some big rippers. Look at Siemerink knows. Got to stay alive early in the set.
Another charge for Agassi.
Agassi's got to be starting to think, how many of these do I need before I can break? Fourth opportunity in this game alone. Well, somebody in that Davis Cup camp has told Andre Agassi, hey, this guy gets so close to the net. Look how close he is there. Occasionally, if you have time, flip it up there. Now, earlier in the tournament, in the match here, with the volleys, the pace of shot on the volley that Siemerink has had, Agassi hasn't been able to play that shot. Now there's a little bit of stick gone off the volley from Siemerink, and Agassi's thrown up 2 big lobs in the last couple of games.
He has the break, 2 games to love in the fourth. But Agassi is down 2 sets to 1.
Crowd sensing the 5th set imminent right now. If Agassi can get a quick hold here, jump out to a 3-zip lead.
That's why, quick reminder, Agassi won his first match. That was the first match of the weekend against Schalken. Courier beat Siemerink in 5 sets after he was down 2 sets to none. The Dutch won the doubles yesterday. That stops on his side of the net, and it is game point, 3 of them for the USA. That's where we stand now. 2 matches to the USA, 1 to the Netherlands. And it's a best-of-5 series.
Look at the body language now from Jan Siemerink, though, from a very positive mover in the first couple of sets. Now a little bit of a drop of the shoulders, slower in the gait.
40-50.
Agassi holds on. USA with a break, 1 break, 3 games to love. Down 2 sets to 1. Let's recap this match for you. In the first set, it was all Jan Siemerink. He got one break to serve. That's all he needed. Agassi all at sea, relatively speaking. In the second set, Siemerink kept control by continually attacking the net on Agassi. He won the second set easily. In the third set, though, Agassi turned things around with some great returning off serve. That was the key, and Agassi won the third set. It's 2-1 now. Agassi has the break in the fourth set, 3 games to love. Siemerink serving. Cliff Drysdale here, Patrick McEnroe, Fred Story. Day 3 of the Davis Cup. This is quarterfinal round, USA and the Netherlands.
Notice Andre Agassi getting upset with himself after missing a couple of shots. That 40-love point the last game, not a real crucial point, but that just shows his mentality is starting to change a little bit. When he played his best tennis, he'd get upset at every little error he made, even if it really didn't matter as far as affecting the outcome of the match.
He got so upset in practice this week that they closed the practice to visitors. 10 double faults. 30-15.
There's quite a few double faults creeping in now. Very tough time now for Siemerink. And big ace there. 20 aces now.
And Holland hold on. It is 3-1, 2-1 the Netherlands. Davis Cup match. Andre Agassi is actually the 7th ranked American player as of today. Malavia Washington in front of him, Richie Renneberg as well. Jim Courier also playing here. He's only 4th. I guess you could say that the U.S. could field a few pretty good Davis Cup teams.
A couple guys injured, though. Todd Martin, we talked about the elbow surgery. Pete Sampras just pulling out of the event in Hong Kong and Japan the next couple of weeks with a bad wrist.
Washington also, is he?
There's Todd Martin looking on, coming off that surgery. Richie Renneberg also having an injury in his foot now. Mal Washington hurt himself at the Davis Cup in Brazil when he played there. He hasn't played much at all since then. Too many tournaments, guys, I think, on the tour, and guys getting hurt all over the place.
Yeah, but they don't have to play them all.
Both players now getting down to the nitty-gritty over just over 2 hours of play in this, and Siemerink knows that he's got to hang in. He's got to try and get a break back here in this set. Otherwise, he starts to think about what happened in the match with Courier in set 5 the other day.
Do you think he's already thinking about it already, Fred?
I certainly do, yeah. There's no bite on that now. He's starting to get a little tentative on that. The first 2 sets, he was very, very severe the way he went through with a firm wrist and made that approach shot bite. He's starting to float it a little bit now. Just firm on the stroke production.
40-50.
Andre Agassi has come back a few times to force a 5th set. But look at his record when he gets there. 1 and 4. And the match that he won was against Jim Courier at the Australian Open. Remember that one?
That's right, yeah.
Last year.
So he's tied it up at 2 sets all, but then he's lost a 5th.
Exactly.
4 of those 5 matches.
Agassi looking strong at this stage. It looks like we will see a 5th set. USA leading 4 games to 1. That's 1 break to serve. In the 4th set, down 2 sets to 1. It's Siemerink and Agassi in the Davis Cup.
For the gold, the new Rebel G. Get the ultimate rush.
2 sets to 1 Holland, 4 games to 1 USA. Christian Ruud was able to beat the Dutchman at the Australian Open this year after losing the first 2 sets. And then you might remember that Jim Courier did the same thing to him on Friday. So this has happened twice to Jan Siemerink, and both of them lately. Hasn't happened yet today. But Agassi has the break.
See, we have everything covered, guys.
Yep.
You know, graphics guys. If we say Agassi's come back, but he's lost.
Right.
Siemerink's been up 2 sets, but then he's lost in 5. You know, we get everything covered, all the bases.
And we could say, see, we knew that was going to happen.
Right, exactly. We told you that in the 4th set.
15 all.
His first serve percentage, Agassi's done well. He's up in the 60s all the way through, except in this 4th set so far.
Siemerink's down to 33 now.
Yeah, he hasn't needed it as much in the 4th because Siemerink's starting to flail a lot. Missing a lot of first serves now.
Good stretch.
40-50.
Siemerink's only down just that 1 service break. But when you've lost the 5 setter 2 days ago and you look at that scoreboard, it says 4-1. Seems a lot more than that.
Netherlands hold on. 4-2 Agassi leads with the break.
United States leading 4-2.
Third. Down 2 sets to 1.
7th game of this 4th set. Important one for Agassi to get to 5-2, and also Siemerink. He knows he's got to try and get back in the next couple of service games for Agassi. Otherwise, he goes into a 5th set with not very pleasant thoughts. Agassi's changed the strategy on the passing shot now too. Siemerink's been sitting on those cross-court all day. And the last couple of sets, Agassi hasn't tried to hit him as hard. He's gone more for placement. This one, he just goes back in behind his opponent. good.
I think that's a good play from Agassi. You can see him shake his head at the guys on the sideline. He keep going at the Siemerink forehand. So he'll make a lot of errors on that.
That is a great volley from Agassi. Well played. 30-15.
And you don't see him in that net position very often.
I think he should have been doing it a little more in this match, especially
with the approach shots that he has. There's a well executed, just a firm wrist. He had the open court.
Siemerink will keep the pressure on.
I think he has to. I think it's a mistake for him to even to get into 4 or 5 stroke rallies. I just think if he's going to win this, he's got to win it from the net. And if Agassi, he's got to make Agassi hit the pass. Agassi will beat him from the baseline.
And by getting into those rallies, he lets Agassi get in a little groove. So when he does get a look at the pass, he's got a good rhythm.
Well, he had the shot that he wanted.
He sure did, and he's very unhappy about it.
But that's the play, though, and that's the difference now in this set as opposed to the first 2 sets. He knows at this stage he has to make them. That's the approach. That's what he felt about that opportunity.
Clips the tape. How big was that volley that he missed down? Pointing wide, Siemerink either didn't like the call or was unhappy with the fact that he hit it wide, that it's game point USA.
Siemerink going for it all. He's way out wide and slaps his forehand. He thinks he's got it. I can't believe that call. Agassi calling it again.
It's a great shot, isn't it?
Oh, he's got to keep doing that. He worked it around. He got the shot. He's got to keep the pressure on. If Agassi beats him by hitting passing shots, that's too good. Agassi's going to beat most people if you want to get into exchanges from the baseline. Eventually, he gets the one that overpowers you.
4-2 Agassi, deuce. 4th set down 2 sets to 1. Another opportunity lost.
Yeah, he had the same volley that he had on the other point. Set it up, kept that approach low. Another opportunity slipping away. Stanley Franker, the captain, senses it.
Andre Agassi, if he wins this match, will put the United States in the semifinal of the Davis Cup competition. He won his match on Friday. So did Jim Courier. The U.S. leaded by 2 matches to 1. Best of 5. So if Agassi wins this, the U.S. beat Holland. If he loses this match, it goes to a 5th. And that will be Jim Courier and Shen Shalkin. And that is a toss-up. They played in the first round of the Australian. Courier won it, but it was so close. What was it, 8-6 in the 5th?
8-6 in the 5th, yeah. Agassi's had 9 double faults so far. The right shot. He's annoyed. He wants to get in there, knows the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, as a courtesy to both teams.
Well, yeah, every other game point Agassi's had, he's missed the first serve. Now he's say to himself, just get the first serve in. Get in the rally. You should win it.
Game point. Agassi holds on. It was not easy. But it is 5 games to 2 USA. Holland leading 2 sets to 1. The team score, USA 2, Netherlands 1. It's best of 5 matches here in Newport Beach, California at the Palisades Tennis Club. Agassi wants to take it to a 5th. Formerly #1 in the world. As a matter of fact, he was ranked #1 every week until November 5th, 95, a total of 30 weeks. But he has dropped in the rankings now precipitously. He's in the 20s. It's a reminder that when he won the US Open in 94, he was unseeded. Made a tremendous comeback.
Yeah, I think he was around 22 when the seedings were done for that. Went in and won it.
Well, he's 29 right now. Todd Martin is number 13. He likes that one.
Please, no shouting out.
I know something about the big backhand return, too. Agassi's starting to step in a little closer, though, on the return. That's a good sign for him.
Low 15.
Well, he's getting a little more confident now as well. And Agassi is fully aware that Courier came back from 2 sets to love.
Courier hit that approach shot to the back, and he said, that's the play, that's the play. Trying to get in Siemerink's head. Reminded me of the match a few years back in Florida when Agassi played Novacek, and my brother John was doing the same thing to Novacek.
That's good. 40-15, game points for the Netherlands.
That's what's great about Davis Cup. You get the team, everyone get together. Siemerink volley here, he says, ooh, get in there.
Game point.
Help your teammates out on the sideline. I guess he's getting some emotion from his teammates today.
Winner for the Dutchman, and it is 5 games to 3. Agassi will serve to level now at 2 sets apiece. Agassi been in every Grand Slam final, twice at the French relay, never won the French. He won every other one. So Jan Siemerink, in his very first Grand Slam tournament, was the Australian Open in 91. He got to the 4th round. That's the best he's ever done. The records of these two guys just don't compare. But Siemerink has given him everything that he could ask for and more. Serving for the set.
At all. And that's just a brilliant shot from Agassi.
Two-handed spitfire. Watch this.
Watch this, though. He doesn't do anything with this. Floats it. Look at no speed on that. Agassi plants that front foot when he's got time to make that passing shot. Very rarely does he miss it.
From the baseline for a cross-court winner.
That's just a ridiculous shot from Agassi there. What an approach by Siemerink. And watch this half volley. Look at the flick. That ball was about an inch off the ground and on the baseline.
Couldn't have been a better approach.
Set points for the USA. play, and these last two sets are a lot more like what we expected would happen from the beginning. But Jan Siemerink started out playing perfect tennis, serving beautifully. If you can do it, so can I. What a shot to keep him in the set.
We've seen Siemerink hit too many of those this weekend. Backhand passes, definitely the weakness in his game. But this one he says, why not take a rip at it? Up the line for a winner.
Sideline. It is 2 sets all. We were saying earlier that if it goes to 5 sets, Agassi may be in trouble, but in truth, the momentum is squarely now on his side. He has won the 4th set 6 games to 3. It is 2 sets apiece in match number 4 of the Davis Cup. The U.S. leaded by 2 matches to 1. Newport Beach, California, on a beautiful day weather-wise. Andre Agassi has played well. I'm not going to say for a 3rd time. Beautiful, but he's played very well these last 2 sets. It is 2 sets all. 2 matches to 1. Agassi beat Sheng Xiaoqun on day 1. Siemerink losing to Courier. That made it 2-0. The Dutch won the doubles yesterday. So if Agassi wins this set, the U.S. will take on Australia in the semifinals in September, at the end of September.
Well, the gate is quick and Agassi's got confidence. If you look at Siemerink, he's starting to slow the walk down. He knows he's in trouble. Stan Franke, the coach, captain. Very tough to come back and win 3 sets in a row after being down 2 sets to love. It doesn't happen very often. Courier did it on day 1. And I feel Agassi is going to do it today. And that's going to be a very disappointed Jan Siemerink. These were the shots he made very comfortably in the first 2 sets. Have a look at the walk on the way back there. The body language tells you right there.
The serve doesn't have the same bite on it either.
No, he's not getting the same velocity and just that little bit extra time for Agassi to see it. That's enough for him to just keep pounding the return.
Patrick, is Agassi the best returner in tennis?
Oh, when he's on his game, there's no question he's the best returner. When he's into it, when he's on, when he's playing well. Takes the ball so early, he's able to pick up the ball with his eyes so quickly.
30-all.
There's another dodgy forehand volley. He's starting to miss those ones now. Pressure starting to tell. Big, big point.
Break point. First game, set 5. Flipping channels to stay right here because this is a big moment in this Davis Cup weekend. The U.S. leaded by 2 matches to 1. If Agassi wins this, the U.S. are through to the semifinals. He's up a break in the 5th. To get going again, and what's at stake here is a place in the semifinal of the Davis Cup competition. A quick reminder, Agassi leading with a break, 1 game to love in the 5th set. He's about to serve. You're watching the quarterfinal round of the Davis Cup. The USA and Netherlands. Cliff Drysdale here, sitting alongside Fred Stolle and Patrick McEnroe. Set 5, Agassi and Siemerink.
That forehand's gone, and Agassi has got to give the crowd a pretty good assist here because he was down 2 sets to love. They got him going in the 3rd set. They've been right behind him now. It's been worth a few points with him. And Siemerink has to fight against not only Agassi, but the crowd as well now.
Agassi is looking fantastic right now, and if he wins this match, the U.S. will advance to the semifinals to take on Australia in September.
Well, I think Agassi's feeling a little confident. Look at this miss hit, but it lands right in the corner. Look where Agassi is. Fully blast that forehand cross court.
Agassi has taken control of this match, and he is not coming to the net. He very seldom does, but he can take control just like Jimmy Connors used to do.
He's changed his tactics as far as the passing shots. He's gone behind Siemerink on half a dozen occasions. He did so to win that point there, and he's a little more measured, not trying to tee off on that two-handed backhand.
Thank you.
The pressure is on Siemerink, and Coach Gallatin saying right here, right now. And Agassi gets the message. He is up the break in the fifth.
That's right. He wants that one more break. Keep the pressure on. Don't give Siemerink an inch, any room to breathe.
Well, Tom Gallatin, not a naturally demonstrative guy. But Davis Cup has a way of getting people pumped up. 15 all, 2 sets all, 2 games to love USA in the fifth. I guess Andre Agassi is used in a certain way to being the hero of tennis and of tournaments. He's won every Grand Slam except the French, as we said, but Davis Cup somehow is different. He's playing not only for himself, but for his teammates and for the USA. 15-30 second serve. And if Siemerink goes down another break, that will be all Agassi needs.
Agassi getting so excited here. He's just trying to go for a little too much in a couple second serves. Good second, though, from Siemerink, jamming him.
That's his 21st ace. He hasn't served an ace for... That's the first one. His first service game of the last set was the last time he came up with an ace. Prior to that, he'd been serving a couple of games.
Oh, came up with another big one to save the situation for him in that game. 2 games to 1 Agassi, 2 sets all. Games to 1 USA with a break. Andre Agassi playing for the USA against Holland. Tonight, the new look Indians led by Matt Williams, David Justice, and Marquise Grissom take on Tim Salmon and the Anaheim Angels. It's ESPN's Sunday night baseball game of the week at 8 p.m. That's 5 Pacific tonight. Agassi, 2 games to 1, 15 love now.
Well, a little bit of frustration setting in there with Jan Siemerink now. That's the first attempted drop shot he's played, a drop shot approach, and this doesn't work. It gets up too high for Agassi. Agassi doesn't try to go straight at Siemerink here. He's too smart for that now. This is too important. Behind him once more. That's the tactics that changed. Siemerink's been looking for and getting cross-court forehands and cross-court backhands for the first 2.5 sets. Look at this one. Back down, in behind Siemerink. He's not even within our camera range.
40-love USA.
Agassi picking up his first serve, getting good, solid first serves, and not going for big ones. He now senses that Siemerink grasping at straws.
Match has changed completely. Agassi dominating the proceedings now totally in the first 2 sets. It was Jan Siemerink who has the kind of game that can dominate. He served well. That chip approach shot worked magnificently. Agassi wasn't as accurate on the passing shots as he is now, but it wasn't really his fault. It was Siemerink calling the shots. Now it is all AA.
Yep, and you can see the doubles team of LT and Harhouse getting worried.
Including the match that he played on Friday, Siemerink at 9-9 in 5-set matches. Agassi under 50%. But he'll be right at 50% when this day is over, unless there's a dramatic change in the momentum here.
Unlucky 13 for Siemerink, 13th double. Along with his, what's he got, Fred, 22 aces now?
Yep.
There the aces, Agassi. Only 3 aces and 9 doubles. Great block return by Agassi, just getting it away from Siemerink.
This is the kind of match, guys, that can turn things around for Agassi this year. Having lost the first 2. Ace. 40-30.
That's a difficult call to make because I think Davis Cup with the crowd behind him in a situation like this, Agassi gives it his best the entire 5 sets here. I think sometimes in matches that he's played, well, the last one he played against Scott Draper after losing the first set, he went away. Different mental approach that he has in tournaments.
In 3 games to 2, Agassi leading with a break in the 5th set. And the set in the 4th set. Watch this as Andre Agassi hits the topspin lob for a clean winner. That evens the match at 2 sets all. Highlights of this match so far. We are in set 5 now. Agassi has the break. He leads 3 games to 2. He's serving. It's love 15.
That was Siemerink. Agassi unbelievable there, but Siemerink, by his own admission, practices the volleys after that. He let him off the hook with 2 of them then. Look at this one here. And a brilliant effort from Agassi to get out there.
But the volley could have had a little more bite, Fred. Is that your point?
Well, even Siemerink thought that after it finished as well. He's getting very tight there now.
40-15 game points for the USA. 3-2 ahead in the 5th set.
Unbelievable effort from Agassi.
Yeah, and a smart play from Agassi. A couple times he's going right at Siemerink's forehand. 2 unforced errors this game. Talked about that earlier, Fred, changing the style a little bit, the tactics.
Double fault.
10 doubles for Agassi now.
Yeah, anytime you come back from 2 sets to love down, and this has been a good match, there's still been a lot more winners hit than unforced errors.
the fist pump, and the crowd respond enthusiastically. The U.S. lead by 4 games to 2. Let's take a quick look at some of the match statistics here. It is Andre Agassi who is ahead in the match, obviously. Total points 141 to 132. Not that many. But in the winners department, Siemerink 51, unforced errors 42, Agassi 47 and 32 respectively.
One of those winners from Siemerink came in the first 2 sets when he was just in there knocking off volleys and serving aces.
It's nice. This is a nice mix of a match, isn't it? Because there's such a, in a way, a contrasting style between the two.
Definitely there. Agassi gets a good lob there, pushing Siemerink off the net. Siemerink takes his time. So forehand is the open court, but it's great to see the 2 different types of play going up against each other. Both guys playing well.
15 love.
Just to show you how bad that serve has gone as far as the winning points are concerned. He's only served 5 aces in the last 2 sets. He served 23 total. So serving performance early in the match much better than now.
That's that.
There's tremendous effort from Andre Agassi. He's going to stay here until he drops or wins because he is going for everything. But that was a great play from the Dutchman, and it's 30-15.
You've got to give him some credit too, because the crowd are totally against him here now. There's a lot of noise going on during those rallies, and he's got to keep his concentration. Oh, yes. Great stab volley.
40-15, spare a thought for Jim Courier and Shane Shalkin at this point. Let's see, about an hour ago, Courier was saying, I'm definitely out there playing in the 5th match as he watched the replay. Now, I guess he figures Agassi's got it won.
Siemerink, what a great stab there.
Thank you.
Game point Holland. That's out. Players will change ends with the USA up by 4 games to 3. That represents a break, a serve. Agassi will serve on the other side of this commercial break. Stay with us, everybody. This is fun. And if he does, he will guide the USA into the semifinals of this year's Davis Cup competition. After Australia beat the Czech Republic in the quarterfinals, it'll be the winner of this match versus Australia. If it's the US, it'll be played in the USA 19 to 21 of September. Love 15.
That's that.
That's a good kick serve. Smart move from Agassi.
Bad play from Siemerink. Tom Gullickson likes that one. He came in right up the middle. Didn't give Agassi too much angle, but Agassi had enough time to rip that cross court.
That's long. Game point Agassi.
Tough way for this man to go out of Davis Cup competition as the coach. The match is not over yet. But Stan Frankel, well, he's been there with him for 11 years.
It is 5 games to 3 for the USA in the 4th match. Agassi over Schalken on Friday. Courier over Siemerink. That made it 2-zip USA. Then Harhaus and Elton took out Stark and Leach yesterday. That made it 2-1 in the best of 5 match series. This is the 4th match. If Agassi wins it, the US are through. He's 1 game away. Love 32 points away. If Agassi wins one of these next 3 points, he will have won 15 straight Davis Cup matches. That's just 1 away from Big Bill Tilden's U.S. record. Watch his reaction. Match points and Davis Cup tie points for the USA coming up.
That's a great save from Siemerink. Agassi at full throttle at the moment. Just, it's amazing what Davis Cup does for this guy, and the crowd gets behind him, gets him pumped up. He's played some extraordinary stuff the last set and a half. Talking to himself. Two saved. Dutch crowd have had a lot to cheer for with this man in the first day for a couple of sets and again today.
Match point again.
Well, we've seen 2 incredible comebacks, Cliff, against Siemerink. First from Courier down 2 sets to love. This one from Agassi. There were some doubts whether Agassi could get through in the 5th set because he has not played that much tennis. He answered those doubts. And there he is with his coach, Brad Gilbert.
The theatrics of Andre Agassi on match point, a booming return of serve for a clean winner, which made the statement that Andre Agassi's Davis Cup record is intact. One more, and he will equal Big Bill Tilden's record of 15 straight U.S. Davis Cup matches. Tom Gullickson, captain with Andre Agassi. Here it is again. The winning shot from the wonder from Las Vegas, Andre Agassi. The U.S. have beaten the Netherlands by 3 matches to 1 and are in the semifinals. We'll talk to Agassi after this. Stay there. Today's Davis Cup tennis coverage between the USA and the Netherlands being brought to you by Miracle Grow Plant Food. For flowers, for vegetables, whatever you grow, a gardener's best friend is Miracle Grow. The atmosphere of celebration is alive here at the Palisades Tennis Club in Newport Beach, California. They're celebrating the win of Andre Agassi. Let's go now to Patrick McEnroe courtside with the winner. Patrick.
Thanks, Cliff. Andre, is there anything like a little Davis Cup to get your juices flowing or what?
I tell you, this is where it's all at, man, especially today.
What a comeback. I mean, no one expected Siemerink, I don't think, to come out on fire like he did. I mean, the guy served incredibly well the first 2 sets, put a lot of pressure on it. How'd you turn it around?
You know, he played well all weekend, man. He played tough against Jim, and you had to break him down. The problem with playing Siemerink is he doesn't give you a lot of shots to get your rhythm, and he's forcing you to hit targets early in the point. So if you can't get the long points and get tuned into your ground strokes, you can make some errors. All of a sudden, you're down and break, the set's over. And it kind of got away from me. But then I started making him play a few baseline points, sized up my return a little bit. I started returning better and hitting my passing shots well.
Yeah, you came on with the passing shots, and I thought you also started to go maybe more to the Siemerink forehand, you know, get the rolling, because he was really hitting that slice pretty low, keeping you off balance a little bit. The forehand, you got a little higher, you were able to dictate a little bit more.
There's no question. The forehand's more dangerous in the sense that he could hit a winner, a flashy winner, but he did make some errors. I don't mind him hitting that low slice to me. It's almost like cat and mouse. I'm daring him to come in. If I feel good about my passing shots, I feel like I can win that 7, 8 out of 10.
Wouldn't it be nice to have Davis Cup, you know, get you back in there a little more often? Think you can keep this intensity up, you know, as the rest of the year goes on in the Grand Slams and in Davis Cup again. Hopefully we will see you back in Davis Cup.
Yeah, that's right. Well, there's no question that Davis Cup can kind of create enthusiasm on its own in and of itself. It's an incredible experience, but I'm on the road back. There's no question, and I'm committed to doing it. There's some doubters, some believers. I'm going for it.
I think you made a few believers out here today, Andre. Great performance, and let's send it back upstairs to you, Cliff.
Thanks a lot, Patrick. Nice job. Congratulations again to Andre Agassi, a winner today in 5 sets. He lost the first 2 and then won the next 3, 6-3, 6-3, 6-3. So the Davis Cup tie is over. The U.S. is the winner by 3 matches to 1 over the Netherlands. It is the U.S. that will take on Australia in the semifinals of this year's Davis Cup. Bausch and Lomb Championships. Our next tennis on ESPN. That's Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us for that, please. Coming up next, it is Sports Center on ESPN. For Patrick McEnroe and Fred Solly, I am Cliff Drysdale. We're glad you could be alongside us this weekend. The USA over the Netherlands. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Goodbye from Newport Beach, everybody.